Let's talk a little bit about hammers. Right now I have two examples of hammers. My hammer, the one that I use, the one that I prefer to use. You'll notice that this is a little bit different than this. I like the longer hammer or handle on it. You get a better swing. This one here has a waffle head, not necessarily fantastic for trim or anything like that. You'll notice that this has straight claws instead of curved claws. I like the straight claws. For instance, if you're up on a roof or something and you go to lose your step or your balance or whatnot, and you start sliding off the edge of the roof, you can always turn this around and slam that into the substrate, such as the plywood or whatnot. Keep a firm grip on the handle, and you may not be falling off the roof. Might save you a couple broken legs, messed up hip, whatnot. It's also good for digging out for a ladder. For instance, saying you're doing a sidewall drill or something and you're on some uneven ground, you can take this and use this, dig out a spot so your foot on your ladder will set down in there and make it a lot more stable. I like it to have the wooden handle on it. I've been a construction guy for 20 plus years, so I've swung these things a lot. This takes a lot of the vibration out to where you don't get carpal tunnel or arthritis terribly bad in your wrist. I mean, you're going to get it to some extent, but a lot better than a metal front or a metal handled hammer. This one here, you can notice that it's got a fiberglass handle on it with a rubber hand grip. It's a lot smaller. It means you're going to be swatting at something quite a few more times to drive it home. If I was using this, I'd be wondering why there was duct tape on here. As far as the inspection, you don't want the end of the hammer all mushroomed out or anything, because a lot of them small pieces of metal, when you're striking it up against another piece of metal, could come off and get lodged in your body somewhere or even take an eye out. With that being said, if you're ever using a hammer, you'd want to have some safety glasses on with that Z87 mark on the earpiece or whatnot. You'll notice that this has a curved claw on it. This is primarily for trim work, not necessarily any kind of framing, something like that. I necessarily wouldn't grab, this wouldn't be the first hammer that I would grab, but it is a different style of hammer. We'll go from that to talk a little bit about razor knives, utility knives, a lot of folks call them. This one here, pretty user friendly. It's got a little clip that you can clip on your side. This one actually acts like a little bit of a pocket knife. It's got a little locking mechanism here. You want to work with a sharp razor knife for the most part, because if you have to keep applying additional force to it, that just creates an additional danger. You don't want to be trying to cut towards yourself, and I know there's always going to be that circumstance that you have to, but if you do have to, be very careful about it. This particular razor knife has a little quick release on the side of it. You just push down this lever and pull this blade out. Now, one thing that I will stress, when I was running my business with construction, the disposal of the razor knife or the utility blade. If you was just to toss this in a trash can, it could cut the side of the trash bag, fall out, and end up taking a chance of cutting somebody when they're trying to pick it up. Or if this was just laying in the trash can just like it is right now, and somebody reaches down in that trash can to get something, they could slice themselves. So what I'd often do a lot of times is I'll take some painter's tape or electrical tape, something like that, and I'll wrap it around it to cover up this sharp edge right here. Even though it's an old worn out blade, it still could cut somebody. So we're going to put that back in here. Pretty simple with this one. You just push down this lever and you got it. And we're going to put this thing away. That way nobody gets cut.